Right, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Waharaka Kwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there on the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And I just want to talk about something that is happening over here in the UK and pretty much America and all over the world, man. And this sodomism, not only do you have children, both male and female, which are below the age of sex, being touched by men and women. All right. Then you got the young men, whether they be in the Boy Scouts, in the schools, in these care homes or what you call it, foster homes, and whatever the case may be, victims of institutional pederasty, you know what I mean, being sodomized. Then you got the prison system, which is filled with sodomism. And then you got the army, which is filled with sodomism as well. All right. You got a whole bunch of men in the army that get raped. Here it is, you're supposed to be joining the army to fight an enemy. And there's an old saying, man, the enemies are in front of you and the buggers are behind you, man. You think it's a joke? Google it. The American army, the British army, the French army, all these especially the armies of the so-called white men getting raped by other men is not a small thing. All right, it's crazy. Now you got men getting date raped and gang raped just on a night out on the town. This place is crazy. It's under the vibration of Sodom, man. Beginning with America, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, pursuant to the book of Revelations, the 11th chapter. Now, I'm gonna read you this account, man. Now, apparently, this is happening heavy over here in England right now. All right. This says, I'm a straight man and I was raped. It destroyed my masculinity. It's a damn fucking shame, man. Sexual assault has never had so much attention, but as more survivors come forward, there is still a perversive fear that they won't believed or the perpetrators will avoid justice. For male survivors, the problem is compounded by expectations of masculinity, an issue explored in Raped My Story, a Channel 5 documentary airing tonight. Sam Thompson is one of 10 survivors who share their experience in the program. And this guy said, when I went home after a night out with a group of guys I had met in a bar last year, the thought that I could be in danger never crossed my mind. I was a 22-year-old straight man and had recently moved to Manchester to work as a DJ. A friend had come to visit and we went to a local club to celebrate. Of course, over the course of the evening, I lost my phone and my friend. Unfazed, I got chatting to a group of people who invited me to go back with them for another drink. I didn't have much choice given the phone situation, so accepted the invite. Their place turned out to be a hotel room, but that didn't worry me. A group of us went back, had a drink and a joke. Then without me noticing, the crowd had whittled down to just me and two guys. As a man, it still wasn't on my radar that something bad could happen. There were no alarm bells. I don't have a clear memory of how it started, but for the next couple of hours, god damn, the two men took it in terms to rape him, rape me, that's what he said. I felt like a rag doll they were using for their pleasure. Fear, anger, and sadness paralyzed me. I couldn't fight or run. Man, this dude threw, man. After I finally managed to get away, I staggered home. Unable to comprehend that I had been raped, I considered throwing myself off a bridge on my way back. I didn't do it, but the next day I regretted the decision. yeah, man, I mean, that bridge, man, you know, you gotta consider that, man. Quick, I ain't gonna read no more. Let me just get the statisticals, man. This is crazy, bro. A lot of these feelings came from failings in society. We're only really taught about women being raped. All right, which rape between a man and a woman, at least that's sex. You know what I'm saying? Like this is sodomism, man. Okay, this not only put me in danger in the first place, but also meant in the first few months that I had to relate my feelings to how women feel. I now know around 12,000 men are raped in England and Wales per year, and less than 0.1% of those report the incident to the police. Like they don't come forward with that. Yeah, they don't. I mean, hey man, this place is wicked, yo. Here it is. You go out, as a man, you might meet some other men, and you mess around, them men will be up in your ass, man. You know, this place is sick. You know, these kind of things shouldn't be heard of, man. All right, and I'm gonna get some scriptures because it's just like Sodom, man. See, there's a big culture of sodomism in this place, man. Institutionally, in the clubs, in the prisons, in the army, no matter where you go, there's always some bugger trying to get behind you, man. Hey, Genesis, the 19th chapter. Let's get straight to the point, man. Right, so this is when a few angels came upon Lot, right? It says, and he pressed upon them, meaning the angels, greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and they baked unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And Lot went out of the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters, which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. So these is some demons, man. And this same thing is happening in this man's military, in this man's schools, is happening in this man's institutions, his prisons, in his nightclubs. The spirit of sodomism, man. Bunch of buggers grapping up men. You know, what's that all about? That is wicked, man. That is wicked, yo. And you got Israelites doing that too. Right? Wicked, man. All right? That's why, hey, that's one of the reasons why the Lord is going to bring judgment on these places, beginning with America. All right? Because the Lord don't like that sodomism thing, all right? That pederasty thing, that sodomism thing. The Lord don't like that, okay? The Lord bring fire for that. 2 Peter 2:6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overflow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So the Lord judged Sodom and Gomorrah for all kinds of wicked. Because if you're committing sodomy, then you're doing all kinds of wickedness, man. All right, but the Lord judged Sodom and Gomorrah, man, for all that LGBT madness that was going on, man. Just like the Lord's just going to judge this place, man. beginning with America, because that's the number one. That's where the spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah is the heaviest. All right. But, you know, I just wanted to bring that out, man. You got to be careful, man. You go out there, man. You got to stay away from people, man. You got to watch your back, because you think guys trying to rob you, or, hey, a lot of times these guys are trying to get up in your ass, man. They ain't trying to take your wallet, man. They trying to get a piece of man pussy, man. That's how it is these days, man. You got to watch these people out here. You better off just staying in your house, man. All right? And you go out, you know, be going out by yourself out here, man. Because this place here, man, this place is sick. It's disgusting, man. This is like a fate worse than death. You rather get stabbed up and killed rather than a bunch of guys take it to your backside for a few hours, man. What kind of madness is that, man? What part of the game is that, man? What part of life is that, man? It don't better a man shoot you than do something like that. That's like worse than a, you know, that's crazy, man. Hey, but that shows you this place, hey, the Lord's going to bring judgment on the UK. Even they're admitting, like, about 12,000 people a year, man. This is madness. All right? And that ain't it, man, because you got all the pederasty that's going on. Man. Hey, anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.